Welcome to Obi-Wan Studios. Today we are comparing two minifigures of everyone's favorite droid, Chopper. The one on the left is the original version that was released in 2014 and retired at the end of 2017. The one on the right is the all-new version from 2023 that you can get today in the 75357 Ghost and Phantom 2 set. Starting off with the heads of both droids, and the first thing I want to mention is that my original is slightly misprinted, so just keep that in mind. I have another one in my sealed Phantom 2 set, but I haven't opened up that one just yet. If you want to see a review of the original Phantom 2, please let me know in the comments down below, and make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel so you can see that review when it eventually comes out. Comparing the different shades of orange chosen for each of them, my preference leans towards the original one with the more burnt orange color. However, in both the Rebels and Ahsoka portrayal of Chopper, the lighter orange on the 2023 one is actually the more accurate shade. When it comes to the head prints, there are things I like about each Chopper and also areas where I think they fall a little short. The front print on the original does lack detail, especially when you compare it to the new version, which in general just has a better and more accurate print on both the front and the back of it. The 2014's back head print does look especially bare when you compare it to the new version's design, so that's a big improvement on the 2023 one. However, when you look at the side of the head on the originals, the print does go all the way around, whereas on the 2023 one, it has these somewhat awkward gaps where the print just stops. Now, what I personally think is the best parts of the 2014 version is the print on the top of Chopper's head. It represents his top antenna dish very nicely, and I think it just looks way better compared to the white stud that LEGO chose to use on the new one. It also makes Chopper look a little too top heavy. He's supposed to be a bit shorter and stubbier, and I just think the overall print on top of his head in the 2014 version just looks a lot cleaner and less awkward. Moving on now to the body, and the first thing you might notice when it comes to the print designs is that they are actually a little different. However, there is a very good reason for this, as they are both still accurate to the version of Chopper each minifigure represents. In Rebels, Chopper has a teal strip on his right side, and one gold plate on him that's a bit sideways and at an angle. Looks like it was repaired rather quickly, and you can see all of that represented in the Rebels version of him, the 2014 minifigure. Now taking a look at Chopper in the Ahsoka show, he appears to have had some much needed cleanup and maintenance. The strip on his right side is now blue, and that same plate is now fixed and centered on his body in a new silver color, and all of that is represented on the 2023 version of him. I really have to give props to the designers for getting all of these little details right and really keeping the continuity with what version of Chopper each of these minifigures represent. Along with Chopper and Ahsoka being just overall a more refreshed, more maintained and cleaned up version, the 2023 minifigure also represents this with the white body and then the gray legs, whereas the 2014 one is all in gray. Now, I get why LEGO went with white on Chopper's body for the new model, but I also wish he had one white and one gray leg to better represent what he actually does look like in the Ahsoka show. If you look at him in the Ahsoka show, he has one white leg, which is on his right, then the left one has a lot more gray in it. I think that just helped make the white on his body look a little bit less jarring compared to the two all gray legs. However, when it does come to that 2014 version, I think the all gray color scheme for the body and legs does work, because in Rebels, Chopper's a lot more battle hardened, he's got a lot more paint scraped off, he's really dirty, and he doesn't really look like the full white version of him that you see in Ahsoka, so I think the gray does a fine job in kind of representing that if you think about it that way. Moving to the back of the minifigures, and the one very welcome addition on the 2023 version is back printing. It's just such a nice improvement for Chopper, and it would have really been a shame if LEGO didn't do back printing on the new version. Overall, there are things I really like about both Chopper minifigures. I think the top and side head printing on the 2014 one are all things LEGO should have carried over to the new version, and that would have made it what I consider to be a full and true improvement. But without it, it just feels like a bit of a step backward with these things missing on the 2023 one. It almost feels like we traded the top and side head print for back printing on the body. And the perfect version of Chopper that I think we'd all really love to see would include all three of those. As always, let me know your thoughts on these Chopper minifigures in the comments down below. Which one do you prefer, the 2014 one or the 2023 one? Do you prefer the back printing over the additional head printing on the original? Let me know all of that in the comments down below, and if you did enjoy this LEGO Star Wars minifigure comparison, please leave a like on the video and feel free to check out my YouTube channel for more LEGO Star Wars reviews and comparisons. Thank you so much for watching.